Hello friends, welcome to Sri Agarwal Academy. I, Ratan Agarwal, welcome you to today's session. Today we are going to study about operations on fractions. You all know fractions we studied in the last session. Fractions are numbers which are not complete, and we saw how the classification of fractions is done. Fractions are classified as proper fractions, improper fractions. Proper fractions means 2 upon 3, 7 upon 9, 5 upon 8, etc., where the numerator and the denominator are such that numerator is always smaller than the denominator. So they are called as proper fractions. They are called as proper fractions. But there are some fractions which are like this: 7 upon 4, 5 upon 3, minus 2 upon 1, etc. They are improper fractions. I would write minus 20 upon 11. They are all improper fractions. But in today's session, what are we going to see is an important thing. We are going to talk about operations on fractions. Operations on fractions. Which operations, sir? Are we going to cut any number? Are we going to do medical operation? No, sir. We are going to do mathematical operations. Mathematical operations on fractions. Which are the mathematical operations we are going to do? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These 4 operations we are going to study. Let us understand how it is done. It's a very, very important thing, because in my 24 years of experience, I have found students who are even going to 9th standard and 10th standard go wrong in operations on fractions. So the first operation we will take, it is called addition of fractions. When we are going to talk about addition of fractions, I would again ask a small thing to be understood by us. See, there are some fractions which are like this: 2 upon 3, 1 upon 3, 5 upon 3, minus 8 upon 3. Everywhere the denominators are same. But here 2 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 7 upon 9, the denominators are different. So these two different sets of fractions we are going to study. If it is like this, how to do? If it is like this, how to do? So there is a primary difference in the way of addition, in the way of multiplication, blah blah blah. So let us take this type of fractions. When denominators are same. So what happens when the denominators are same? In this case, it is slightly easier. Let us see how. For example, the first one I will take 2 upon 3 plus 4 upon 3. 2 upon 3 plus 4 upon 3. See, in this case, we will focus our attention on the denominator. Always whenever addition subtraction is done, the denominator is very important. The numerator plays a secondary role. The primary role is played by the denominator. So now if we are having the same denominator, it means the LCM of both these denominators is same, which is 3. So whenever the denominators are same, simply we will take the same denominator as LCM. The LCM of 3 and 3 is 3, and we will add the numerators as they are, no change. Now this is to be simplified. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 upon 3 is 2. This is the simplified answer. The denominators were same, so the LCM was same. I will show you another example. Second example. Say 4 upon 7 plus 13 upon 7. Now again, if you see, the denominators are same. Whenever denominators are same, simply add the numerators and keep the denominator same. So I will keep the denominator same because the LCM of 7 and 7 is 7 and the numerators will come 4 plus 13 means 17 upon 7. That is the final answer. Let us take one more example, but here I would make a small difference. I will say minus 3 upon 8 plus 11 upon 8. I will change this 11 upon 8 because in that case, I'll make it 21 upon 8. So now because the denominators are same, as we saw in this rule, what is going to happen is the LCM is going to be same, that is 8, and we have to simply add the numerators minus 3 plus 21. So minus 3 plus 21 means 21 minus 3 means 18, 18 upon 8. Now actually the simplification is over, but we can reduce it to the lower form. So 2 9s are 18, 2 4s are 8. This is the final answer. So here, my dear friends, what did we see? That if the denominator is same, we have to simply add the numerators and keep the denominator same. Very simple golden rule. Okay. But now, if we come to this type of fractions, which is very, very important, maximum people go wrong here. I'm going to explain it now. Suppose we take a fraction, so I'll take this number 4. So 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 5. Now, again as I told you, we have to pay attention on the denominator. The numerator is not that important. Now, there are two methods. One is called the cross multiplication method and one is called the LCM method. In fact, both of them are again same. But we will do the cross multiplication method here. We will study the cross multiplication method here. So we have to cross multiply like this. Remember, again I will tell you some common mistakes. Some people, many people do this. 3 plus 2, 5, 4 plus 5, 9, absolutely wrong. When the denominators are different, it means you cannot add like this. So what is the first method? It is called cross multiplication. It is called cross multiplication. Here we are not going to take the LCM. We are going to simply cross multiply. So I would say, okay sir, 5 3s are plus. If it is plus, you have to give plus. 4 2s are. Numerator is over. And now the denominator is obviously 4 5s are. Now cross multiplication is over. Now we have to simplify. Equal to 5 3s are 15, 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20. Still one more step of simplification. 15 plus 8, 23 upon 20. This is the final answer. Final answer. I hope you understood how cross multiplication is to be done. I will show you one more problem so that you understand it still better. So now this is the fifth question we are taking it now for today. Let us take 7 upon 8 plus 5 upon 3. Okay sir. Sir, again we are going to do cross multiplication. So cross multiply like this, cross multiply like this. So 7 3s are plus 5 8s are upon 8 3s are. We don't bother to make their denominators equal. Here the multiplication method is going to help us. In one shot, two shots, we are going to get the answers. Now simplification. 7 3s are 21, 8 5s are 40, 8 3s are 24. One more step of simplification. 21 plus 40 is 61 upon 24. This is the final answer. Had it been 64 upon 24, then it would have gone two more steps by cancellation. We have to bring the fraction in the lowest form. But right now nothing is cancelable. 61 and 24 don't have any common factors. So we stop here. I hope you understood the cross multiplication method. Now we go to understand the second method, which is called making the denominator equal, making the denominator same. Okay, so I'm going to explain you here. This was first method, now method 2. Making the denominator same. Making the denominator equal. If you name this method, what would you say? Cross multiplication method. So how to do this? We will take the same problem so that we understand them better. So I will take this method or this problem. So this was fifth. I will take the sixth one. 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 5. Well, this is slightly lengthy. This method is slightly lengthy. So I would recommend to do this method, but sometimes this method is easy when numbers are like that. Okay. Now you know what is LCM, least common multiple. To find the LCM of 4 and 5, you know this method, you must be doing it many times. So 2 2s are 4, 2 nothings are, 2 1s are 2, 5 nothings are, 5 1s are 5, and now the LCM is ready. 5 2s are 10, 10 2s are 20. LCM is 20. The LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. Okay. Now this number 2 upon 4 should have a denominator 20. Because we found the LCM of 5 and 4. We want to make the denominator equal. So 4 has to be made 20. Okay. We should do something so that this becomes 20. I think we have to multiply 4 with 5. 4 5s are 20. But you remember, you know that if you don't, you can, in maths, you must be knowing this golden rule. You can do anything, but you can't change the value of the fraction or the number. So if I am multiplying by 5 in the denominator, I have to multiply by 5 in the numerator also. So it means 2 upon 4. This is 3 upon 4. It means 3 upon 4 is to be multiplied by 5 upon 5. 4 5s are 20, 3 5s are 15. So this fraction 3 upon 4 got converted into 15 upon 20. So this we converted into 15 upon 20. The denominator became 20. बर. पण असं कधी कधी चुकलं तर काही होत नाही सर. बर. म्हणजे इकडे 3 upon 4 असताना आपण 2 upon 4 घेतलो. Okay. So as I told you, the LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. It means we have to make the denominators 20 of both the fractions. Now how to do that? Let us take this number 3 upon 4. 3 upon 4. The denominator has to be 20. So what should you do to this 4 to make it 20? I think 4 has to be multiplied by 5. But in maths, you know one golden rule. You can do anything provided you don't change the value of the fraction or the number. You can do anything you want. So this 3 upon 4's value should be maintained. Because we are multiplying the denominator by 5, we have to multiply the numerator also by 5. Then the value will remain the same. So 3 5s are 15. Now see my dear friends, 3 upon 4 became 15 upon 20. The value remained the same, but the denominator became 20, which we wanted. So the LCM is 2 into 2 into 5 means 20. This number we want in the denominator of both the people. Okay. Now we will take 2 upon 5. Now this 2 upon 5 also should have the denominator 20. What should we do to 5 so that we get 20? We should multiply by 4. 5 4s are 20. Because we are multiplying the denominator by 4, we have to multiply the numerator also by 4. 2 4s are 8. So this 2 upon 5 became 8 upon 20. Now these are the two fractions which we have with same denominators. So now I will take 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 5 is equal to, what is 3 upon 4? 15 upon 20. And what is 2 upon 5? 8 upon 20. Now they came in this format, same denominators. Now when the denominators are same, you know what to do. Keep the denominator same. Simply add the numerators. It means we get the number 23 upon 20. This is the final answer. I told you this is a slightly lengthy method. Cross multiplication method is a universal method. Fatafat, it will get the answer. We'll get the answer. But this is what we do when the denominators are different. When the denominators are different, you have two methods, cross multiplication method, making the denominators equal. So I hope you understood how to add two fractions. We can extend this to three fractions also, which I will take in the next session. Addition of three fractions, four fractions at a time. How to do? We are going to we are going to see in the next fractions. I hope you understood today's session. You understood how fractions are to be added. Two methods we studied today, cross multiplication method and making the denominators same method. This method was already when the denominators are same. You have to simply add the numerators and keep the denominator same. I hope you understood. If you have not understood, you can see this video again and again on my YouTube channel. Subscribe for Sri Agarwal Academy YouTube channel. I am available on WhatsApp. I am available on Facebook. I am available on Instagram. Follow my page to learn more about mathematics and become better in mathematics. Maths will be your friend, I bet. Thank you very much.